Well, good morning, everyone. Happy week 4. I hope you are enjoying your summer, and I hope you are enjoying your readings from Developing Character and Ethics. I wanted to come on this morning on Sunday and let you know that I do know, this is a summer course. You have a lot going on with scheduling. Many of you might be doing full-time caretaking right now of young children, of elders, fur babies. You may be traveling, you may be out of state, you may be out of country as you're doing this course. One of the cool things about online education and the digital pivot. So I wanted to make the next assignment a bit easier for you. I have modified it for the summer session. It's going to be an individual project, not a group project, so you don't have to worry about scheduling time over the course of the next week with 2 or 3 others in your cohort who also might be traveling or, out of country or caregiving, those types of things. So it's going to be an individual project. I have reduced the project from creating a 1 hour professional development to a 20-minute professional development, and I've reduced the amount of slides that are required. Everything else is the same. Still doing the voiceovers, still having 3 credible sources, but in this way, it'll just make it easier for you to consider your own school. You can use a hypothetical one, but I think since it's an individual project, considering your own school, how you would adopt and implement a character education program. Many of you might already have programs in place or district programs in place. So you're going to consider this as you do your presentation. So remember, it is now an individual project. It has been dropped down from 1 hour to 20 minutes, and the slide show has been reduced, the number of slides that you would need. So in the directions, it says, consider the needs of a school site you are familiar with or one that is hypothetical. In relation to character education, consider the following essential questions. What are some school-wide needs? You might have different school-wide needs now post-pandemic than you had pre-pandemic, and that might be something you want to consider. Even if you have something in place, is it still working, or are there other things that you need to see? I know that for us, we really noticed a need to find ways to call people in and to build community so that things weren't so divided when students came back from post-pandemic, because they hadn't been with us for so long. So you might want to consider, is it working? Is it not working for you? So what are some school-wide needs when narrowed? What is one need you hope to address? If you have to choose one that's really, really getting to you, what's that one going to be? What data or evidence supports the existence of the need, so that you're looking at your school's information, and if you're using a hypothetical school, you're considering, what am I going to look at? Suspension rates, discipline issues, parent surveys, absenteeism. That's one that's been big post-pandemic. Then you're going to plan a 20-minute professional development, highlighting a plan to address the most pressing need as determined in step 1. And then there are more directions in that I'm going to let you read through on your own. In your plan, be sure to include the following criteria: description of proposed character education program or plan, and scholarly evidence to support the plan. And there's more in that one as well. Remember that you're going to prepare a Google slideshow or other visual presentation. There's all sorts of cool ones you can choose from. If you prefer not to use Google, you can use PowerPoint. Remember what I said. You always want to, if you're going to use like a Google slideshow or anything in Google, remember that you can't just submit a link that could disappear or permission could be removed over time. You have to put something that is tangible in the digital record. So, when you're doing a Google slideshow, always include the PDF. I always tell people to include the PDF. Also, it helps lock in formatting, because sometimes you can upload something, a project or work, and coding conflicts between the way you're uploading it and the way Canvas reacts to it can cause issues with formatting. So it's always good to include a PDF no matter what. You're then going to use a voiceover tool or video of your choice to present and elaborate on your ideas. And I have a click here to see one example on how to do this using PowerPoint. If you're new to technology, you might want to do PowerPoint with the voiceover since I've provided it there for you. Remember, you're going to include a minimum of 3 scholarly references to support your work using APA 7 format, and citations should appear throughout and should be added on the actual slide. And then you have all of the details broken down in your rubric. If by chance you see anything in there that I have missed related to group, uh, just know that it's individual, and it's been cut down in scale to make this easier for you this summer so that you can plan your own time, your own week to get this work done and submit it and not stress. I don't want you stressed at this time. Okay? So the other thing that I wanted to say is that thank you to all of you that turned in your OWL registration. It is due today, Sunday, July 14th, on before 11:59 p.m. So follow the dates in the submit assignment. I did see a wrong date in the directions, and I apologize for that. We're in the middle of changing up some of the coursework, and so sometimes I don't always catch everything. And if you catch anything when you see a mistake, please contact me right away and I will correct it. But most of you already turned that in. It's just a screenshot of your Concordia account. Which brings me to the last thing that I'm going to say in this video, because now this video is getting quite long. So we have an assignment that is coming up. It is your character and ethics in education research paper. And you will notice that it says it is required to go through OWL. I'm actually going to remove that requirement for the summer because once again, OWL can be backed up. It has been backed up. And so there's going to be another editor thing that I'm going to have you do personally through your Word that I'm going to add to that, but I'm not going to have you submit it to OWL this time this summer. Okay, so trying to lighten your load a little bit as we move through this class. Having empathy, that's a big one for me with character education. All right, have a wonderful week. Reach out to me as needed. I will talk to you soon. I look forward to seeing your projects on July 21st, on or before 11:59 p.m. Please do not be late, and please make sure that it's master's quality work. Unlike professional developments, this is the master's program. So please make sure all of your work you submit is master's quality. All right, have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.